But anyway, I want to introduce to you, gentlemen, Mr. George Landsbury, who I've asked to come and be a guest. If George would be so kind as to take the microphone here.
Welcome, George. Welcome.
Introduce yourself,
Welcome to
George.
George. Welcome to
Hello,
Pressure Point Radio. How are you doing?
George Landsbury. I'm one of the local troublemakers in print and in public in this town.
Oh, we love troublemakers over here.
I know you do. And by the way, I very much appreciated the words of wisdom that you had about you guys had about people respecting the jobs of others.
Yes.
And about the necessity for understanding the other workers' point of view, because it's the we that counts. It's not the I. It's not the me, 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 me.
Yes.
I'm living here in a me, 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 me town.
Yeah.
And the dictatorship of me, me, me extends. It extends from the Broadmoor, which is the hotel where the president and the vice president and all these people stay, to people that camp under bridges and have pine needles in their beards.
Yeah.
And if I'm a little hoarse, it's because I was running that soup kitchen, or at least the kitchen part of it today.
Yeah.
I'm a cook,
Okay.
amongst other things. So I just relaxed here with a bottle of Australian lager, or actually ale. Now, the other night, you'll be pleased to know, I had a red stripe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my tipple of today. Now,
Yes,
when I say dictatorship here, we have a dictatorial, imperious, arbitrary city government in this town that proceeds from the point of view that everybody has a little pink $250,000, $500,000 clapboard shack in the suburbs, and that he has a Lexus or a Saturn or some other conveyance. Well, I mean, that's not the real world, because most of the people that live in this town are working people. Some of them are working poor, and they depend on a public transportation here that you guys in New York would consider pathetic. Now, I used to live in New York. I worked in Vesey Street, and I lived in Hoboken, actually, on Washington Street,
Yeah.
right across from Giorgio's Bakery. I hope it's still there. I love those Sorala.
It's definitely still there. They're still there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But my boss, who lived in upstate New York, wouldn't even drive into New York City because of and he was a millionaire, because of the expense of the parking and the hassle of the traffic. But he preferred, just like ordinary working stiffs, to rely upon public transportation.
Right.
Here, what we have in the form of public transportation is essentially a shuttle. It starts out at the local bus station at approximately 6:15 in the morning and ends at the local bus station at 6:05. That doesn't give people who have to rely upon public transportation really a lot of options if they work in the suburbs.
Right.
Now, Colorado Springs is something that expanded from a kind of small, sleepy, Midwestern kind of town into, California's backyard, or another suburb of California. So in addition to, downtown area where most of people of modest means live, you have these suburbs which require cheap labor. And a lot of the people who furnish that cheap labor have one hell of a time getting there because of the public transportation system. Remember that famous phrase of Marie Antoinette's that's been pretty much misquoted, "Let them eat cake"? Well, what she really meant was let them, make flatbreads, Johnny cakes. That's one of your West Indian things, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but she didn't mean, you know, eat the pastries that I'm gorging myself on. Well, the attitude of the people that run our city government here, our local establishment, as it were, is if they don't like the public transportation, let them get a Lexus.